Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I haven't live streamed in a while, so welcome. It's been a while. Trying out YouTube's new Creative Studio live stream. For any one of you guys who actually do YouTube, you'll know that it's been classic for a little while. They've just recently updated it to the new Creative Studio live streaming option. So I'm trying to try this out, see if it works good. Get involved in the chat, guys. I am monitoring the chat, so I can see Santiago Westberg there saying hello. How you doing? Hopefully you guys can hear me loud and clear. Hopefully the stream is good quality. It should be 4K, as I am using my AVerMedia Game Live 4K Pro.
All of it in the embrace. The world just got bigger, but also more dangerous.
So relying on your feedback, guys. So let me know how the stream's looking for you. If you're new, say hello. Don't be shy. Been a while again since I've done a live stream, so really enjoying Horizon Zero Dawn. I did play this like crazy when I used to own a PS4 Pro. I owned that for a short period of time, but with the release of the PS5, wasn't really any point of holding on to it because it's just going to lose value. I can see Draco in the chat there saying hello buddy, really bad news today. Santiago Westberg says 4K stream is beautiful. What's the bad news, Draco, man? And I can see Enrique Dezan says what's up, awesome test. I'll show the in-game graphics if you guys want to see. So I'm playing at 4K 90 field of view. I can't stream in HDR, so I've disabled HDR. The test, what I'm using the Digital Foundry recommended settings. So model quality, textures and anisotropic filtering are all at ultra, but shadows at high, reflections medium, clouds high, and TAA is on. I've disabled motion blur because I'm not really a big fan, and ambient occlusion is at medium. So these are like the recommended settings by Digital Foundry. Just trying to read your comments here. Drake said everything looks fine. Santiago said I see some artifacts. How much bitrate are you streaming? I'm using about 14 megabytes per second. I do have a 20 megabyte upload limit, so I can increase it, but I try to make it lower because just in case my connection goes a bit lower, it kind of compensates for it. So if you're seeing artifacts, I can potentially increase the connection and see if that helps. Okay, so what I'm going to do is basically deal with a few side quests that I've been kind of piling up, and this is a good way to level up in the game early on, so I want to do that now. So I'll head this way. Matian TV says hi, impressive stream here. Dexter Lake says love the channel, mate. Thanks for tuning in, appreciate the support. I will try to live stream more, but I really just don't have the time, guys. It's crazy with work and just general life. I don't really have the time to sit through and live stream. I would love to do like let's plays and walkthroughs and things like that. I just really don't have the time in the day to do it. It's not like I don't want to do it.
I need this.
But I'll try and make a bit more of an effort on the live streaming end. I'll try scheduling streams so you guys know when to turn up and things like that. So we'll see how that goes. Santiago Westberg says 40 megabytes is okay. Oh no, 14 megabytes per second. The maximum I need to wait for it's not that I can't afford better broadband, I can, but it's just that my area where I live, they haven't upgraded the infrastructure yet, so I'm still waiting for them to upgrade so I can get 40 megabytes up, and I think I'll get like almost 500 megabytes download and 40 megabytes upload, something like that, or maybe even more. We'll see. So when that happens, I'll be bringing you guys some really nice crisp 4K streams which won't lag or won't artifact. Santiago Westberg says, what do you do for work? Everyone asks me that question, but you know what, it's not that being funny with you guys. I just think it's smart to just keep your personal life personal, because you never know who's listening. So just know that I do an average job, pays enough for me to enjoy some of the higher end hardware in the PC gaming world. So I'm not exactly paid poorly, but I'm not rich either. So just put it that way. And I work quite hard and I work full time. So YouTube for me has always been a hobby. It's not a job for me. It's just something I enjoy doing. And you know, it makes a few pounds here and there, but it's not something I'd rely on to live on. So you know, it'd be nice if I was sponsored. It'd be nice if NVIDIA and AMD sent me free hardware, but they don't. So everything that I own on my channel, I buy myself.
First you send a Rana back to me, and now you've got the spear. All around us the Nora weep for their lost children. I thought I'd be joining them. Thank you for sparing me that, Ava.
And thank you for bringing back the spear.
Your mother knew how to craft them. It's of exceptional make.
I'll never be the crafter she was, but she did pass along a few tricks. I'd be happy to take a look at your spear.
Thank you. It sounds like she was special. I'm sorry for your loss.
Well, because of you, I still have the spear to remember her by. She would have liked you. I know it.
So I can see, I'm trying to read the comments, guys. I'm not ignoring you. So Mamberman45 says, great channel, man. Loved your video on the Jedi Knight Fallen Order in 4K. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks for the support. Yeah, again, guys, so I know a lot of new subscribers. A lot of you guys probably haven't even heard me speak. I do speak in some of my videos. I just can't be bothered to do it in every single one. But I'm not a big live streamer. This is something new to me, so you know, maybe if my channel ever blows up to like a massive amount and I can do this full time, then yeah, I'll come on camera and things like that. But for now, this is just a hobby for me. So I take it seriously enough to make sure the content's enjoyable and the quality is at a decent level. But I don't do this as a job, so some of the time that I would need to invest to really do what I want, I honestly just don't have the time to do it. Best looking stream I've ever seen, says Steven47. Ebby Paul says, I bought a new laptop and I am playing this game on it. Well done. It's all about getting the latest games and enjoying them. I'm just having a look at if there's any side quests left for me to do. Not really. Let's see what else we can do. Talk to Mother's Crown. This is a main quest. I don't really want to do main quest, but if I have to do it, then so be it. I'll go and deal with this one first. iSwags2000 says the Jedi Fallen Order video was great. Good to see so many of you guys have been watching the content. I do appreciate it. Okay, let's try and level up this game. For me, of course, the launch was a little bit disappointing. There's some issues with it. Generally getting over 60 frames per second with the optimized settings, but it should be performing better with the level of hardware that I'm using. Agreed, but I'm just glad the game's on PC because this was my favorite game when I owned the PS4 Pro for a short period of time. There's another one here. I'm just trying to collect parts. I think I should go around. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and get in the tall grass without being seen. Almost saw me there. Got to sneak up on this guy. Nice. So you can actually ride these striders as well. You don't have to kill them. I'm gonna try and tame this one. Let's use it as a mount. Ami10TB says NVIDIA NVENC codec, I think right, 1600 kilobytes per second you said. So I'm using the AVA Media 4K capture card. It does use the NVENC codec, but again, it's still using the capture card as well. So it's a combination of both, which kind of allows me to live stream in 4K. Anyway, I've got stuff to do, so let's try head to where I need to go. I think I'll go by this one. So, looking forward to the new graphics cards that are coming out. It's almost time. So, looking at the rumors, I think I was listening to Gamers Nexus recently. That Steve guy was saying that NVIDIA are going to make an announcement in September the 9th and then potentially launch on September the 17th. So, you guys know me already. I always try to buy the best GPU I can afford, so I'm looking at the RTX 2080 Ti successor. It's not that I can't afford a Titan, it's just that it doesn't make sense to me. It needs to have a massively clear advantage over the other card, or it doesn't make any value sense. It's a funny word to hear when you're spending over £1,000 on a GPU, but sometimes you have to pay what it costs. And for me, I don't want to deal with multi-GPU setups. I game at 4K. And I'm also a content creator, so the 3950X for me was an amazing deal. And the RTX 2080 Ti pretty much is the only option if you want to game at 4K ultra high settings with 60 FPS and a single GPU solution. So things will change by the end of the year, and I'm pretty sure I'll be sitting nice with one of the high-end GPUs. I'll probably get both. I'll get one from AMD and one from NVIDIA, just to make sure you guys don't miss out on any content. MRD_gaming zone up says settings are all maxed up, so I may as well do this now since more of you guys are in the stream. I'll go through the in-game settings with you, and this is the last time I'm going to do it, so if anyone wants to know the settings, just talk to the chat, they'll tell you. They're playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160. Render scale is at 100%, so it's native 4K. 60 Hz, my panels can do 120 Hz, but I'm just waiting for HDMI 2.1 support. I'm also waiting for HDMI 2.1 capture card, so that's another limitation I need to deal with. So, ultra textures, ultra model quality, ultra anisotropic filtering, shadows are at high, reflections are at medium, clouds high, anti-aliasing method uses TAA. I know some of you guys hate it because of the blurriness, but believe me, I'd rather have blurriness than shimmering. Shimmering just sucks. Motion blur disabled because I just don't like it, and the ambient occlusion at medium because for some reason the ambient occlusion maxed out on this game doesn't offer the best visual quality, which is a bit strange. So there you go guys, those are the settings. I've left my on-screen display up so you can see in-game performance. Do a quick save here, so you never know what's going to happen. Sometimes you can just die. Poor HyperClan is just being a bit of an idiot. I've just got to quickly deal with a stupid idiot in my chat. So I'm just gonna hide this user's comments. So I don't know why people can think they can just come over to my channel and try promote themselves. It's like, this isn't an advertising post. You've got to show a bit of respect. I don't mind people posting links to their videos if you're in like a conversation with someone and you're trying to prove a point, and then to prove that point you've got a link to your channel to prove something, or link to someone else's video, then I'll allow you to do that. But if you're gonna come over to my channel and just post a link of your video without even being in a conversation, then I'm not gonna let everyone see that. I just think it's disrespectful. Sorry, I'll get to your comments in a bit. I do need to concentrate on the game as well, to a degree. Okay, there's a lot of enemies over there. I need to kind of go on hide and take them off one by one. So he's looking for me now, thinking, where's this guy gone?
Here they come.
Chippy Chocolate PR says, is it true that the game is buggy like Digital Foundry said? It isn't as bad as Digital Foundry said. I believe they've made some fixes since, because you got to think they had a pre-release version of the game. So for example, one of the things that I forgot the guy's name now, I think it's like Sebastian or something, I can't remember. But he said when you're in cutscenes, every time the view changes, you'll get a stutter. That's not true. That's not true at all. What he's correct about, what he's right about is when you get like a UI element show up when you're in the world, like if you complete a quest and it shows something in the top left hand corner, it will cause a bit of a performance stutter. Sometimes when you leave a cutscene, it will stutter briefly, but apart from that, the game runs pretty well. Okay, I'll go this way. Frog Poppy says, can you try lowering the FOV to something like 80 and see how does it affect performance? Yeah, I don't mind doing that, so I'll indulge you. So Frog Poppy wants me to quickly experiment with field of view. So you can see right now field of view is at 90. I'm getting around 62 frames per second. So if I drop the field of view to 80, let's see if it affects performance in any meaningful way. No, all it does, it brings the camera in a bit more and it doesn't affect performance in any way. So going from FOV 90 to 80 really doesn't change anything. I don't really mind being closer to Aloy, so that 80 is still pretty good. So I think I'll leave it at 80, but it doesn't provide any performance benefit.
Up on the heights.
Let's have a look now. Generosity. Some of your usernames are so funny. Generously Buttered, ALCO. Does anyone here have a 1080 Ti? And how does it run on it? Red Dead Redemption 2 had a problem where if you touch a resolution scale, it will turn horribly blurry. So I'm hoping to run it at 75% of 4K upscale. I know Pascal doesn't play well on this game. So I think I even saw a video where the 5700 XT and RTX 2070 Super are both doing better performance, which is crazy. So yeah, Pascal not doing so great on this game, unfortunately. Just need to take these guys out. Last thing you want to do is get ambushed by these guys. Ravo SUV says you find cave back more money. Okay, I don't really know what that means. UHNJF says, do you think more VRAM would be fixed for some of the stutter issues? Well, I'm using 10. Well, if MSI Afterburner is reporting a correct value, I'm using about 10.1 gigabytes of VRAM, so I've still got more VRAM. And if you look at the allocated memory, I'm using 11.3 gigabytes of system memory, so there's more memory available. So realistically, we're not exceeding the hardware's limit. So if it's still stuttering now, then I don't think that's going to cause an issue. I do appreciate the VRAM concern. It seems that even at 1080p, this game is using over 7 gigabytes of VRAM, which is pretty crazy. I'm going to try a test with my GTX 1660 Ti and see how that does at 1080p and see what kind of VRAM usage will do. So as soon as I finish this live stream, I'll check it out and see how it goes.
Lots of machines.
What happened here?
Maybe the war chief left something behind. They sent a stampede of them down the slope.
Okay, so there was a big ambush here.
Nora managed to take down a corruptor.
Yeah, she's pretty tough, huh?
But not before the killers used it to send the other machines against them.
Okay, what else is there to investigate? Someone wants to speak to me. I guess you gotta wait for them to come in here before you can speak to them.
Let us speak! The dead and wounded all cleared away. Are there no more Braves or healers here?
Just me. You're hurt. What happened?
I didn't. It's madness out there. War Chief Sona sent me back to report. I'm no good to her like this.
Varl told me that the war chief tracked the killers. Did she find them?
We followed their trail, but again and again they sent corrupted machines to attack us. My wounds started to slow me down, so the war chief sent me back to let others know she hasn't given up the fight.
Varl sent me to look for Sona. Do you know where she is now?
All I can tell you is where we parted. Near the metal tower, southeast of the ruins at Devil's Thirst. Look to the rise behind it with a lone boulder. I'll head for the embrace and report what I know to Varl and the others. May All Mother lend you strength. You'll need it, going alone.
Okay, sorry guys, I wasn't ignoring you, I just don't speak through dialogue, of course. Let's see now. Real Virtuality says, what is this overlay? So I'm using MSI Afterburner in combination with Reaver Statistics server. My overlay of course won't look like this by default. You do have to kind of chop and change it and customize it to the way you like. There's plenty of good tutorials online. I've made some myself, but this specific layout is personal to me and I'm not necessarily sharing it at this time. I might eventually share how to do it, but I kind of want to keep something unique for my channel. But that doesn't mean you can't work out how to do it yourself, so by all means give it a try. Who else is there? MRD_Gaming Zone. I need to find a shorter name for you, so I'm just going to call you Gaming Zone. It says, I have an MSI Gaming Trio 2080 Ti and there is no way I can get decent FPS at Red Dead Redemption 2. The game is crazy now. I'm downloading the Horizon Zero Dawn to test it to see if I can get this kind of performance. Well, hopefully it does well for you. You should do, you got good specs.
This now sets in
Oh
quicker
look,
than
for other
fast.
guy, how you doing, man? This is my guy right here, man. It's giving me all the hookups with these TVs. So he says, I always knew this the day would come. Horizon Zero Dawn on PC. We made it, bang, started from the bottom, now we're here, man. Yeah, we are. And long may it continue. Hopefully we get more PlayStation exclusives. That's why I want everyone that's enjoying this game just to support it properly. Go and buy it. I'm not saying go and buy DLC and stuff like that or microtransactions if it hasn't. I don't think it does, but if it did, just buy the base game just so Sony can get a good feedback in terms of sales. And then they might start bringing more exclusive to the PC. Yeah, we might have to wait a year,
Kind of signal.
but that's
Maybe
something
I can
I'm willing to
scan
do. Okay, I gotta follow that signal.
That signal. Where's it coming from?
Bravo SUV says you try 1440p. Not really. Not really. Don't see the point, really. I mean, with the optimized settings, I'm pretty much holding 60 frames per second, which is the target frame rate at the moment. So there's no real need to drop down. But I understand some of you guys love your high refresh rate gaming, and you want to see how this does at 1440p. So I'll bring out a video for that separately, just not in the live stream. You just take these guys
An
out.
override G would help. Now where would I learn that?
Damn, anyway, I look savage. So when you kill an enemy, they get quite curious as to what's going on, so they'll kind of look up and investigate. Okay. I got a level up. So I just want to quickly remove my OSD, just have a look at the skill tree, see if there's anything decent I can learn. What else can I learn? Silent drop. Yeah, that's going to be useful actually. Just increase my stealth game. Okay, let's have a look more at some of these comments. Darkwater RY says, will you get next gen consoles? I might get myself a PS4 Pro, a PS5 for my sitting room, and I'll have that connected to my Samsung Q90R.
Looks just like Ross.
Just for entertainment for people. I mean, my PC will always come first, but if I have the extra disposable income, then yeah, sure, I'll definitely get a PS5. If you're wondering why I won't get the Xbox Series X, I just don't think there's any point in owning a high-end PC and an Xbox console, because Microsoft, to their credit, are doing a very, very good job of bringing out all of the best Xbox games to the PC now. So there's almost like 100% parity, so you only need to own one out of the two. Gaming Zone says, bro, is it nice that you really try and read all the comments? No, some streamers don't even care about a chat, so you want to subscribe with me. Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, you guys are tuning in. The least I can do is try to look and see what you're saying and call you by name. So if you're watching back the stream, you know I'm addressing you. Okay, so another watcher's coming out to see what's going on. I can shoot this one in the face. Oh, how did I miss that? That was shocking. So with this thing, you got to jump onto it. You can only do it from here, so I've got to time it right.
Back to your business. I think I can lead more to the tonic from here.
That's it. Now I'll
Okay,
climb up on this
time
thing.
to climb up to its head.
I don't know about you guys, I don't really like heights too much, so the way the camera angle moves, it does feel like you're getting really high, so it kind of makes you feel a bit queasy sometimes. Okay, let's jump onto the head. Alright, let's do it.
Just a little longer, and I'll leave you to your wandering. Along its path and sends what it sees to other machines.
Alright, let's rappel down. But these things are really important because they kind of pretty much map the area, so you can find literally everything that's around you. So here there's like a hunter's lodge. This is important, like there's so much side quests and stuff to do, so I'm not going to rush the main quest, but I will do this part of the game and then move on to more side quests. I just want to keep it interesting for you guys. So a lot of comments I've missed, so I'm just going to quickly try and go back to the comments. So the other guy says, my guess is God of War, Uncharted, Last of Us Part 1 are next. A job listing was already shown for Naughty Dog Studio hiring for people who have experience with DirectX and Windows 10, so that's a good indication that we're going to be getting more ports. Elkins859 says, what do you think the best looking game you've played on PC is? Oh, that is a good question. I'm conflicted now because there are some good looking games now that have recently been released. But funnily enough, and I know this is a strange one, but one of the best looking games I think is Senua's Sacrifice. That for me is one of the best looking games ever made. Really, really demanding as well. Beats the hell out of your RTX 2080 Ti trying to run that at 4K 60 FPS, but Senua's Sacrifice, probably one of the best looking games ever made in my opinion. What's next? In second, I'd probably go with maybe Red Dead Redemption 2. That game is awesome. This game looks pretty good as well, but it lacks in certain areas, but some things that it does well, it does really, really well. So the second game that's coming out, that will probably be one of the best looking games of all time. Need to scan the area, it seems. Trying to do the actual game while talk to you guys is a little bit distracting, but I'll do my best. I'm pretty much here.
The war chief stopped here. So where did she go next?
But I've got to find her trail. That's all I know. This is it.
I see a lot of action. No one would have left it willingly. Sona's taken losses. They must have taken a moment to rest. Couldn't have been easy, going on after the ambush.
Okay, where do I go now? So, we've got to examine this blood. Maybe there's something I haven't investigated yet. Usually the way it works, you've got to investigate everything before you can move on. Come on, this sucks. What am I supposed to do? Oh, there it is. So I got to look up that this
Dressings for
down.
wounds.
So
The runner wasn't the only one who got hurt. Might be a blood trail I could follow. I should try
okay,
my
so
focus.
I can finally track the trail, which there's blood. I'll try and get through to some of your comments. Gaming Zone says Ghost of Tsushima on the PS4 is the best looking game I've ever seen. The
Looks like
person who
Sona
asked the
and her braves headed
question
for that ridge.
did limit it to PC, so I tried to keep it accurate. But yeah, there are some really good PlayStation games. So I'm not knocking the PlayStation, it really does have good looking exclusives. The other guy says Senua Sacrifice is great, but honestly Quantum Break is hands down a much photorealistic game. Yeah, I would agree with that actually. Quantum Break's another really good looking game. That's going to be in my top 10 of games I test with my new graphics card as soon as I get it, because that game, if you try to play that natively 4K, it will just absolutely wreck your graphics card. So I love putting through the new graphics cards that I get through their paces with like really hard games to run. So I'll be looking forward to testing that one out again.
Dead sawtooth. Maybe Sona took it out. She could
Lord
be close.
Gaben says, if Radiator dies 24 gigabytes on, would you kiss Jensen Huang? You know what? If he gives it 24 gigabytes of VRAM, and thanks for the super chat by the way, if he does, then if he does, and if he doesn't charge us more than the RTX 2080 Ti, and it's more than 40% faster in normal rasterization performance, then yes, I will send him an email somehow thanking him, but I'm definitely not going to kiss him. He hasn't done anything for me to warrant that, so no way. Never gonna happen. Okay, let's see. There's something over here I need to look at for my focus. Ravu Suv says don't diss DLSS. I'm not dissing it. I reckon that's the future. I mean, look at Death Stranding. DLSS 2.0 actually looks better than 84K and provides a performance increase. So I heard PS5's got its own type of DLSS that's patented, so that's interesting. You can see that's going to be the direction that some of these dev teams are going to take. I mean, Control's a good looking game as well. I just don't think
You're lucky I happened by.
there's enough going on
One
to
heartbeat more, and
give
that
it that-
sawtooth
that-
would have
that
torn
award.
you apart.
Half a heartbeat more and I would have killed it myself. So you're War Chief Sona? Varl asked me to find you.
Has he held the gate?
He has, bravely. I saw him kill a corrupted machine himself. But he worries for you.
Our tribe needs strength, not sentiment. I've tracked some of the killers who struck the Proving. I crave vengeance. Do you?
You have no idea.
Show me then. Lend me your strength. Follow.
So, forgive me if I'm pronouncing your
The killers,
name
they're
wrong.
just
So
across
I
this
believe
ridge,
it's pronounced
digging
Elike.
the cursed
Says
earth.
greetings, Bang. Just don't want to ask. So any reason why you don't turn VSync on in your videos on live streams? These ladders can be really annoying. I appreciate that. However, virtual sync, as you know, locks your game's frame rate to your display. At the moment, due to the limitations of HDMI 2.0, sorry, and
I killed
no
him at
support
Mother's watch.
for HDMI 2.0 from these current gen graphics cards.
I wonder if you'll live
My game will be capped at 60 FPS, and because I make performance videos, doing so would be very, very counterproductive. That's why, yes, you'll get some screen tearing because of the HDMI pass-through, but I can't be capping my frame rate in my videos because I'm trying to show off the performance, and again, it will be very counterproductive to do so. I just got to follow this lady, and hopefully she leads me to wherever we're supposed to be going. But as you can see, guys, the game runs okay. I know it's a disappointing port, but it's not unplayable.
Hours ago, I sent Braves into hiding in the trees below. On my signal, they'll attack. The enemy and their demonic machines outnumber us, but we will have fury on our side.
We could have more than that.
Explain.
That's Blaze. What we used to burn, they used to blast. It's how they dug out this pit.
So we put fire to it and then?
Boom.
Then let us begin.
Whoa, wait. Let's not rush. Give me some time to make an approach. If I end up alerting them, open fire.
All right. Let's see what you can do.
The other guy says, generously buttered ALCO. You know what, I'm not really going to read. If you guys are speaking amongst yourselves, I won't read those comments. I'll read comments directed to me or just comments in general. But if you're talking amongst yourselves, then you guys take care of that yourselves. Okay, so I've got to eventually wipe out this area. So let's take this guy out first. There's some bad guys around here as well. I wonder if I can kill these with stealth attack. I know they're a little bit stronger.
We got company.
Right, they saw me. Whoa, where did this guy come from? So much for stealth, eh? Gotta watch out for the corruption.
Get back in there and fight! Down, but we're not out!
These corrupted machines are weak against fire, so we'll get with that. Okay, so far, I guess.
Shadow?
Try a stronger arrow. Far more effective. Use fire arrows against these corrupted guys. Yeah, I need to get down there, I need to get across.
You're finished.
There's a Aloy going on ruthless. Don't know how many more we got to kill.
Got eyes on it.
There's 1 or 2 more to kill.
Here we are.
Alright, here we go. Okay, that's all of them.
This wasn't all the killers. I counted more at the War Party massacre. If I have to chase their filthy shadows from here to Spear's Reach, I will.
You're hurt. Losing blood.
My health is not your concern.
No one doubts your determination, but you need rest.
She's right, War Chief. Give your wounds time to close.
Varl, what are you doing here? I ordered you to hold that gate with your life.
And so I did, until the runner you sent returned with news of his encounter with Aloy and your location. I left the gate well guarded. My place is here, with you, with our vengeance. Am I not owed that?
Maybe I should have a look around. See if I can figure out where the rest of the killers are.
Do as you wish. Everyone else does.
Mother.
Mom's tough as nails. So Elkins 859 says, I don't think I've ever asked what type of display do you game on. So I do have 2 55-inch smart TVs that I game on. But right now I'm gaming on the LG B9. It's just better suited because I'm working from home at the moment. It's a bit easier on the eyes. The Samsung Q90R is a little bit taller, so there's a bit more moving your neck, and it's a lot more brighter. So where I work from home now, I'm looking at the screen that's so much longer. The B9 with its lower with its not as bright, it's a lot easier on the eyes. So I prefer to use this as the monitor, and I'll just use my I use my Q90R as my kind of sitting room entertainment movie TV. Both have amazing picture quality. I don't understand why there's such a war between QLED and OLED. Both, honestly, if you buy a high-end QLED, you're sorted. If you buy high-end OLED, there's nothing really to complain about. I know there's risks of burning and things like that, but just take proper precautions. Use screensaver every 5 minutes.
Perhaps my
Make
focus
sure
can help me.
you disable your taskbar so it automatically hides, and you should be fine, really. And these TVs have good countermeasures to burning, like pixel refresh, pixel shift, so it will move a pixel like 1/4 of an inch every 9 or 10 minutes just to avoid static image burning, and you won't really notice it if you're watching live. So there's loads of things to avoid burning, so it's not so much of a prevalent issue as it used to be, but it is still there. But if you misuse the screen, then you're more likely to get burning than someone who's quite clued up about it.
Anything my focus could reveal.
Elkins 859 says, I've got the 65-inch C9, it's gorgeous. Damn, the 65-inch C9 spared no expense. I wish I had that for my living room. That would be awesome. In a way, I kind of regret not going with the C9 because it's got a better processor. I really probably should have spent the extra 300, but I wasn't, just because I recently bought the Q90R and that was really expensive.
I'll find a use for you.
I didn't really want to spend all of that money on a second screen, so I thought, you know what, I'll dip my toe in the smart TV arena and buy a B9 and see how it goes. And very, very happy with it. I think it's got amazing picture quality. I was watching what's that series called on Netflix? I can't remember it now. Altered Carbon, that's it. Altered Carbon. I had my Q90R and I had my my Samsung B9 side by side, and I had to give it to the OLED.
I wonder if my focus can
Because when it was really, really dark, you could still see some of the finer details. With the Q90R, it kind of crushed the blacks a little bit, so you lose a bit of detail in the really, really dark scenes. whereas the OLED you could still see it. But apart from that, there was the only thing I'd give to the Q90R was the HDR performance for the really bright scenes were better. So if you just like had direct sunlight, you'd be more likely to squint your eyes with the QLED, whereas the OLED will be bright but not bright enough for you to squint your eyes. So both screens have their pros and cons, but again, like I said, if you buy like the high-end stuff, you're not really gonna worry too much about
Need a lead.
either way.
Focus might find something.
Okay, something's down here, and I've gotta basically gotta find it. So I'll keep running around like an idiot trying to find what I'm looking for. So this path is leading me here. Oh, here it is.
Commanders, over the past month, accidental blaze explosions have killed 12 men. Here in the Ring of Metal, I've taken the precaution of placing our entire stockpile in a covered shelter, safe from stray sparks and lightning. And I've posted guards to control access. I urge you to take similar measures, or suffer the consequences. Supply Master Theron, out.
A blaze stockpile inside their base. Sabotage that, and we win.
Okay, so I've done what I need to do here.
I found something. The rest of the killers are camped inside a ring of metal. Any idea what that means?
Damn them. The Ring of Metal lies in the ruins of Devil's Grief. That ground is taboo. I will return to the matriarchs, beg them to make an exception.
There's no time for that.
Blood spilled calls for blood spilled. If the ground is cursed, then let our vengeance sanctify it.
You blaspheme.
Please, War Chief, break the taboo.
Devil's Grief is a cursed place. But maybe Aloy's secret blessing can protect us. I'll send scouts ahead. Our force will assemble at the cliff above Red Echoes and launch our attack from there.
Sounds like a plan. See you there.
Alright, see if I got any more levels up. I just want to develop Aloy a little bit. So she's got 2 skills I can learn. So, she can move faster, wielding heavier weapons. That's something that will be useful a little bit later. Critical hit deals more damage. Yeah, this is definitely something I need, because there'll be the enemies that can survive my critical hit. So yeah, that was a good one to learn. Okay, let's move on with the game. I've got 2 missions I can do. I think I'll do this one where it's a bit closer, and then I'll go back and do the other one. Okay, so I need to get down there safely. If I try to do that way, I'll definitely die, so I'm not going to go that way. Must be a better way to get down there. I wonder. So in response to Thunder 97 shock, the Ryzen 2700X will hold back the RTX 2080 Ti a little bit. Less so at 4K where more things are GPU bound, but you should still get good performance on this game with your setup. And like you said, you got 3200 MHz kit, CL15, which isn't bad. So I think you'll be okay. But when the opportunity presents itself, I would certainly look into getting a faster processor if you want to get the most out of that RTX 2080 Ti and avoid bottlenecks. Restock my stuff. Okay, looking good.
Laurel spoke of a bandit camp and some metal ruins.
I think this is the bandit camp.
Place there. Best keep an eye out around here.
Yeah, there's a few guys here. I'm just gonna tag these guys and take them out. I'm gonna try my hand at doing things stealthily. I usually go in and just kick the door down and just shoot everyone, but let's try a bit of stealth. Probably be the best course of action. So, I want to try and sneak up on this person and use the critical hit.
Those strung up machine parts. An alarm signal.
Well, it's not so much that some of the titles are CPU bound, it's just that the RTX 2080 Ti can be so fast that it just makes it CPU bound, to be honest. Like, some games don't necessarily need fast CPUs, but the RTX 2080 Ti asking for so many drill calls that you're gonna need a fast CPU to keep up. So something to think about. Alright, down in one. Nice. Please, hopefully that body doesn't drop over us and that they'll notice I've killed one of their friends. Unfortunate that I can't do this from the air.
Take the fight to them, you miserable dog.
Oh damn it, they've seen me. Oh, they didn't really see me. They know someone's here, but they haven't laid eyes on me properly, so they're just kind of cautious at the moment. I'm gonna keep myself hidden, and then I'll take the rest of them out. So this guy, you're gonna be my next victim. Damn, right in the neck.
They're leaving.
Aloy's a proper savage. Make sure I'll search everybody. I'm gonna use my focus just to see where all the other enemies are. It's good to kind of know where they are, so avoid surprises. Like this guy up here. Yeah, that'll do. So there is a way to get to him. Could probably shoot him in his neck, but I don't want to risk it because I don't know if I'll kill him in one go. I thought I could climb up there, but I guess you can't. Okay, I'm just going to sneak into the camp and deal with these guys one by one. I'll deal with this. This is like some kind of an alarm system. Great. Destroy that.
I see him. There. Keep this quiet.
Okay, I'm gonna bring them to me.
We're in trouble. Signal down.
I'm gonna hide. Try and sneak up on them. Go this way.
All right.
Let me sneak up on these guys now.
May have scared him off, but don't bet on it.
Oh man, that looked like it sucked. Alright, there must be a few of them around here somewhere. Yeah, a few more.
We grabbed them in the night, threw them in with tribals. Huh, they weren't kind.
Nice. Alright, we've got another guy over here. Go and take him out.
There's people in those cages.
So
something there. Missed!
Okay then, I'm here now. Time to rock and roll.
It's a bloody round.
Whoa. Where the hell did this guy come from? Oh, one guy over here. He knows something's going on, but he doesn't know where I am at the moment. Shoot him in his face. Alright, just dodged.
Gather round this job.
One hit kill. Can't be too many more left.
Haven't you got anything better to do?
Can't jump up that way either.
Search it off, I win.
Guys ain't that strong, are they? What the hell do you? More bandits than I thought. Make sure I got enough ammo.
I'm gonna shatter you!
Okay, that's all been done. Got 5,000 experience for that, that's quite a lot.
Seeker, may I speak with you?
Yeah, sure, what do you want?
I'm honored. All-Mother be praised.
Are you alright? Is there something you need?
Yes. My friends and I watched you clear the bandits out of this camp. We're glad. They would steal from us, chase us through the night laughing. We're outcasts, not braves. Almost defenseless.
How did you come to be an outcast?
I was a fool. I refused to do what I was told. Never went hunting when I could sit under a tree instead. I argued with my family every step, picked fights with other braves. One day, such a fight grew fierce. I got a lucky hit, an unlucky one. He went down, and there was no one left to speak for me. I deserved to be an outcast.
You seem different from the person you describe.
I hope to be. We are all outcasts, but we need to stay together to survive. This camp we once hated could serve us well now. Would you let us stay here, even if it flies in the face of the matriarch's laws?
Of course, by all means.
Oh, I'd hoped you'd say so. You're an inspiration to us. Thank you.
What, Aloy, you missed a chance to charge them rent. Come on now, it's all about this money. Anyway, I did some stuff for them, and there's some stuff I left behind that I need to go and collect, and then I'll be on my way back to the main quest. Okay, how do I even get in here? So, Moto Ecletally says you should lower the game sound. We can't hear you properly. Okay. This is the kind of feedback I need. Just to improve performance. Well, just the quality of the stream. So yeah, I've lowered the in-game sound a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me a little bit better now. I remember leaving some stuff behind, but I don't see it anymore, so maybe I had a short period of time to actually get it. So that sucks. But anyway, let's get out of here. Have a look around.
anything else behind.
Right, I've got a lot of stuff in my inventory. Just give me a few seconds to do some inventory management, because you end up collecting so much stuff that you don't always need. So, shock wax, corruption root, don't really need any of that right now. Don't really need any of this either. I'm just gonna disassemble, should I say. I'm gonna make some space for some other stuff. Alright, I think that should do it. I think that's it. There isn't too much more to collect. I'm gonna make sure I'm not leaving anything on the table. Alright, let's get out of here. Jake A says, do you have the 9900K anymore? Nope. Sold that a little while ago. Just running with two 3950Xs now, so that's what it's going to be. PCI Express 4.0 support, 16 cores, 32 threads, plus with the promise of an upgrade path to Zen 3 should I say. So for me, just wait until kind of operating at the moment. It doesn't really make much sense to stay with them. They don't even have PCI Express 4.0 support. So now I'm enjoying all the benefits of my Sabrent 1TB PCI Express 4.0 NVMe, so getting crazy blistering speeds for my boot drive. So I'm very, very impressed with the 3950X. Overall, very, very good workstation and kind of overall PC CPU you can do everything with. Yes, you won't have good high refresh rate gaming experience if you're gaming at 1440p. You'd get better performance with a 10900K or 9900K, but generally if you overclock the Ryzen, or if you give it good memory with good timings, then you get good performance.
The girl with the mark of a seeker. The Sentinel saw you coming.
You're Maria. Varl told me you'd know the way to Meridian.
The Karja capital. West will take you to it, but their soldiers will stop you long before you get there.
They can try.
No, what I mean is there's a Karja fort that guards the pass between East and West. Word is the Karja have sealed the gate out of fear of the corrupted machines infesting our sacred land.
So if I clear out the corrupted machines, they'll open the border?
I suppose. But I can't spare any braves to help you.
Who said I needed help?
You'll clear the valley, all by yourself.
I'm good with a bow.
For your sake? Better than good, I hope.
I should be going.
All right. Be careful out there, Aloy. I hope you find whatever it is you're after.
I really like the way they did the eyes on this game. So, I'm just reading the comments now. Again, forgive me if I got this incorrect. So Toncho1 says, how much does your PC cost? Well, this one is about 3,700 in price, how much it cost to build. Took a little while to build it, but it's worth about that
What
much.
happened to you, Hunter? Are you alright?
Oh, I'm grateful for this wound. It's a lesson I won't forget. And you should heed it too.
How's that?
I was chasing a galloping grazer, so intent on my prey that I didn't see where I was going. Right to the threshold of a cauldron.
A cauldron? What's that?
Ah, you're from inside the embrace, so you've never seen one. A cauldron is a sort of door, I guess. No one knows what lies beyond. Some say machines are made inside. Others think they're dens of evil, where the spirits of the metal devils linger. Same thing, I suppose. Whatever they are, they're forbidden.
Where can I find this cauldron?
My point is, you shouldn't.
Then describe a place I should avoid.
You're a clever one, but not so clever as to heed my warning, I see. Fine, you're grown. I can't stop you. It's dead north of here, past the red drifts, built into the side of a mountain. Just remember, I told you to stay away.
But the cauldrons are very important to control or override more machines. So definitely something I'm going to be doing. There's loads of side quests to do here as well. But again, I've been playing for about an hour now. So I think I'm going to end the stream here, guys. Happy that you all tuned in. I'll try to do a bit more live streams in the future. Just answer a few final questions. Jake A says he also ditched ultra wide for 4K. Yeah, I owned 3440 by 1440 75Hz ultra wide monitor and a 4K monitor at the same time. But over time I could see the difference in quality that the 4K screen gave, and I prefer the extra detail over the aspect ratio increase. And I just got sick and tired of dealing with hex edits and just workarounds for games that didn't natively support 21:9. I know 21:9 supports better now, but it's still quite a niche thing, and some developers like Capcom just absolutely refuse to support 21:9. It just sucks when you go into cutscenes and it just goes to 16:9. Things like that just got annoying. I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to stick at 4K, a more mainstream resolution. So that's my reasons for going to just strictly 4K. Plus now I've got an RTX 2080 Ti card that can actually do 4K by itself, which is also a bonus. So thanks everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I'll try and schedule the streams next time so you know when they're actually going to happen. But for now, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.